I taught both of them, and I at the time I was dating a fellow quite regularly, but I'd become friends with Harold. We kind of got to know each other, and I kind of liked him. But now, big choice: which one do you marry? Do you marry him or do you marry Harold? Through much prayer and thinking and pondering, I decided that Harold was the right one for me. So we got married October 4th, 1942. 34. I'll get it right. The 4th of October, yes, 34. And we started our lives together. You want to tell a little bit more about that? Or yeah, you've done yours.
Well, let's see. We raised, I say, about 5 children, 2 girls and 3 boys. Can't remember whether you did or not. Anyway, and my dad, because he was the oldest of 11 children, and his dad passed away, he ended up pretty much spending the rest of his life farming here in Oak City. He farmed with his 2 brothers, Melvin and Christian. Melvin right here, and Christian is raised down here a little ways or whatever. And we had acreages down the north side of town, the northwest corner of town, down where, if you know where Brian Anderson lives, down in that area. And also out north of town, where the bend is, going west of the highway, we had acreage out there. And then northeast of town, where what's known as Anderson Lane, we had acreage out there, and also a feed yard. We raised beef cattle. That was our primary source of income. But we raised the hay and the grain and the corn to feed the beef cattle. Anyway, so we had a good life. We worked hard, and we worked together. And I was sick and had cancer in my 60s, and got sick and was down for a year or 2, and had some surgery, and kind of came back and felt better. But anyway, I passed away in May of 1966. My son Moyle was 2 weeks before he graduated from high school. My son Bryant was still in high school. So anyway, the boys kind of continued to run the farm, and while they went on missions, and they got their education. And of course, my wife here was, after we all left home, she was alone for about 30 years, so alone, fending for herself, which I'm sure wasn't much fun.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about our children. I had Margene, and she come with dimples. I don't know if any of you have had that experience, but you're holding this little baby, and pretty soon they wiggle their face like that, and in goes the dimples, and you just go, wow, what is that? And you just keep watching them and seeing these dimples come in and out, and it's the funnest thing in the whole world. But Margene had the dimples and the curly hair and all that stuff that people find is really wonderful. And then about 3 years later, she was born the 12th of August, and another one came along, and her name was Orpha, and she wanted to be born on the 12th of August. So they shared birthdays on the 12th of August, and Orpha and Margene were good friends and good pals, and it's been really hard for Orpha to have lost Margene this last year. And then Newell, he come along. He was the first boy, and I just loved him. I thought he was the cutest little thing, and he could sing, and she taught him all the little songs that she knew. And when he was 3.5 years old, they got him standing up on a chair in Relief Society or something, and he sang these little songs. And they gave him all the ice cream he could eat, and a little pocket knife, I believe, for doing that. And then Moyle, he came along about 4 years later, and he was he was not the happiest little child. He'd try it, well, when Grandma would kind of make him sit on a chair or something, he'd get off and he'd go around and jerk open all the cupboards and things, just trying to get back at me for saying something to him and things. But anyway, they enjoyed each other. Bryant was born about 16 months later in March 49, yeah. And so they played together. Bryant was a little bigger, Moyle was a little smaller, so they thought they were twins. And Grandma would make shirts alike and pants alike and things so that everybody thought they were twins a lot of times. And they enjoyed each other and played and things until they went on their missions and things. But let me tell you just a little bit. It's getting kind of close to time here, I guess. Margene, she had 11 children and 53 grandchildren and 46 great-grandchildren. Orpha, she had 9 children, 17 grandchildren, and 8 great-grandchildren. Newell has had 4 children, 17 grandchildren, 15 great-grands. Moyle and Marjorie has 6 children with 13 grandchildren. Bryant had to bring up the best at the rear. He has 11 children and 39 grandchildren. So you can see that we started a legacy of how many people's lives that we've influenced over our years. Our testimonies of the gospel of Jesus Christ has just blossomed and grown, and later, after Moyle got married, they talked me into going on a mission. So I went to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and loved talking to people about the gospel of Jesus Christ and teaching them what I hold dear to my heart. And she came home for a little while, and then she went on another mission with her sister, Betty, and we went to Atlanta, Georgia. So you can see that we have tried to further the gospel and further our families here in this part of the world.
Yes, that's pretty much it.